Happy Thursday. I'm delivering this message totally sweaty, but I just want y'all to know I love you and I'm grateful for you, and as promised, how to love yourself. The reason this was brought on, and maybe it was fate and maybe I needed a reminder, because I learned some pretty interesting things this month about my family of choice. But I was asked by a couple of people who were reaching out about things that I do that make myself so happy, because I think the number one compliment I get on a regular basis is you're always happy, no matter what. And for me personally, I do need to say this, like, regardless of your faith, like, I give my glory to God and to Jesus. Like, ever since I started reading the Bible for myself, I give that shit to them. And I let them work that shit out, because life is an empath. Y'all know we like to control everything, and it blows up in our face, and nothing goes the way we want it to. So that's for them. But no matter what master you're serving, it needs to be a master of something. And that master cannot be money. It cannot be material things. It cannot be sex. It cannot be food. It cannot be worldly shit. And when I started self-developing after my PTSD and working with my life coach several years ago, I started establishing values for myself and learning how to work on developing my mind and my emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence, like, that shit's not taught, especially since we often carry on our parents' behaviors. And I gotta tell you, my mom, a famous reactor. She'll make you burn. She's petty as shit. And she hurts you without so much. And don't get me wrong, my mom was my best friend. She's Native American, gypsy. She's a baller. She gave me my heart. She taught me how to love, and that's something nobody can replace. No one can love as hard as we can. I promise you. But, emotional intelligence, we're not good at it. We weren't good at it. I'm the best at it. Getting there. And here's the other thing, like, I spent a long ass time alone and a lot of time single. Like, solitude, some people are so afraid of that. I own that shit. It is easy for me all day, and that's actually scary and dangerous for me. Ever since that relationship, that was the biggest source of my PTSD, because I've been at it since I was about 4 years old. I've been single for 5 years, dating here and there. Let me tell you some things that I figured out in this time. Bodybuilding, I lost my first set of friends. Gone. Bye. I like being alone. People drain me of my energy. Everyone comes to me. I love traveling. I love talking to new people. I love people that are weird, outcasted, do things a little differently. I like people who've been through hell. I like people who establish values, who come back and turn around and still help people. I love singing. I love dancing. I love bodybuilding. And I love bodybuilders in the sport, but they don't have enough variety, worldly things that I like to do. No offense. I love y'all. But I learned myself. And most of all, I love God. And that relationship took trust and took work, because I've never trusted anybody in my life. And when I moved to Texas, that meant being totally trusting, vulnerable, open. No matter how many haters I have, I still have some of y'all watching me. Regardless of what's happened between us, like, I love you anyway. I'm literally more concerned about my future. I've had dreams about my children, my life on stage, my life with God, my family's goals. I've seen everything. So it doesn't matter to me who's watching or not. But that's just it. Happiness is boundaries. Happiness is self-protection. Happiness is admitting all the shit that you don't want to talk about out loud. Like, when I'm driving in the car, I twiddle my hands, because I still dream of making EDM music or being on stage, speaking or singing. And I've told many of you that, and I sometimes get pulled between the two. Like, I don't know which way to go, and that's the part I'm working on right now. But I do this weird little... I wear baggy t-shirts, Chucks. I like being a sweaty mess. I don't use filters a hell of a lot. Like, I actually hate Snapchat. I really do. I'm sorry. But I figured out a long time ago who I was, and that when I developed my emotional intelligence, that even the little things, there's always something good about every single day. And when you lose people like I have to suicide, every day is good. Every day is beautiful. And even on my worst days, I still make it a forcible habit to sing, to pray, and to find one good thing. At least one. It's literally impossible to be great and great at the same time. And even if you're going through hell, if you're going through the worst shit, I know it sounds scary as shit, but reach out to somebody, please. That's the best thing I ever did for myself, was asking for help. I needed help. And the other thing, I figured out my why. Why am I like this? I started asking myself different questions. Why do I think differently than other people? Why does my soul see music in like a language? Why do I hear God and get to my higher self more than other people? Why do I feel what other people feel? Why am I gravitated to these kinds of people? Why am I not fitting in with this person? Why am I not, when I got money, I blew it all? Why? I just ask the question, why? It's led to self-discovery after self-discovery after self-discovery, and it's led to a shit ton of lost relationships. Y'all think I live this lavish life or something, but I am paying off my debt. I'm working on my purpose. I don't have that many people, and the ones that I do and the ones that I do love, they don't care about my faith. They don't care what I like. They like me for who I am, and they all live in other states, but they're coming to Texas. Mwahaha. That's that. But the biggest reason of all biggest reasons, I know my why. I didn't commit suicide because I knew my why. I didn't let my PTSD and all the things that have happened to me make me a victim of life. I started choosing for myself, choosing my thoughts a little. I exercise my brain more than I exercise my body, because that's the part that needed the real work. The body comes just naturally if you work on the brain. Who knew? Who knew? The power of the mind. No joke. But those of you who know about my baby sister, you know that I'm her legal guardian. You know that she's had 39 surgeries as of this year. You know that if something happens to my mama, that's on me. And I've stayed a victim of that situation and been so selfish for so many years. And to me, if you could ask me the worst thing that I would do, I would either kill or give my life for her to live a normal life. For her to be as selfish as I've been, to fall in and to make mistakes with money, to laugh like our mom, to date boys and let me beat them up just like I did with my middle sister. There's so many things I would kill to give her that other people take for granted. And that leads me to my last point. I give gratitude every day. I wake up and I fast 20 to 30 minutes tops just to say thank you. I'm alive, and I don't know why or how I was given another day, but I realized none of my ways were right. I realized that everything I tried to control blew up in my face. What I thought I knew about love and money, my emotions, my brain, my body, none of it was. So in these self-discoveries, I've had to go backwards. I've removed layer after layer after layer of all these things I believed about myself, like I wasn't intelligent, I'll never be financially set, I'll never find the career I love, I'll never love of my life, I'll never have children, I'll never be able to take care of myself and my sister and my family the way my mom never could. Those things were all wrong. All the things I believed about myself, being bullied all these years, they were wrong. And I discovered that I'm an oddly, weirdly deep human who feels anger, sad, happy. I cry when I'm happy. I play video games. I love the gypsy. Whenever I go places, I have a new friend to stay with. I can use their car and their gym, and I just fly and pimp out sometimes and stay with a stranger because I was drawn to them. I don't know why I love people so much. But figure out which master you serve. Figure out your values. Figure out who the fuck you are, because that's how you stay happy. I can tell you right now, certain people I stayed friends with out of obligation drain me. Certain people I like because they're weird and I'm drawn to them and they let me be myself. And when I feel introverted as fuck and I don't want to talk, they let me just exist. I'm happy. Every day's good. Regardless of what I'm going through, The answer's coming. So if you're godly, or if you're spiritual, or you believe in the universe and law of attraction, whatever, ask and it shall be given to you. Knock and the door shall open. That's from the Bible, I'm sorry. But either or, ask, create it, receive it. It's making yourself happy. Spend time alone. Write down what's important to you. You're going to find that a lot of your friends don't treat you the way you like. You're going to find that the love of your life doesn't treat you the way you like. And there's shit you didn't do yet that you love about yourself. So, thank you from every one of you. I love you. So much gratitude this week. Sorry last month was messy, but I come in strides. I'm introverted. Sometimes I need time off too to heal and to grow. And time to be able to teach y'all anything in the first place. I gotta keep growing. We're always gonna be teachers and students of life. I will not always be the teacher. I'm 27 years old and they told me emotional intelligence just doesn't come until age 40, and I'm a Taurus. I don't got time for that. So, grow, figure out who you are, gratitude, master. Which one do you serve? You can't serve two masters. Can't be money and a god, money and whoever. Figure that shit out. Love you. So, grow, figure out who you are, gratitude, master. Which one do you serve? You can't serve two masters. Can't be money and a god, money and whoever. Figure that shit out. Love you.